Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Thursday morning where we've got a cold front currently passing through the area, and behind that front, the winds are cranking up a bit out of the north and the northwest, or north and northeast, I should say. But with those winds, we're actually seeing temperatures rise a little bit right in here this morning. There's a lot of moisture on our radar, but there's not much on Futurecast yet, and I would actually agree more with the Futurecast. I think a lot of the radar stuff is false returns. It's moisture that hasn't made it to the ground yet. But as the next couple of hours go on, we'll see a nice shield of precipitation develop. I would tell you right now that most of this will likely be rainfall, and we could get a nice little solid rain over southeastern areas here. But as the day wears on, a little snow is going to try to mix in. Here's what makes this forecast so difficult. Temperatures at the surface are still going to be above freezing, and in some cases, way above freezing, in the upper 30s to lower 40s out there. But way up above, where the precipitation's falling, it's going to be developing as snow, and it's colder up there. So can that snow make it all the way to the surface before it melts? And how quickly can it fall? And how much of it can fall? The faster it falls, the heavier it is, the more it's able to actually make it all the way to the ground and then start to stick a little bit. That's where the high uncertainty lies with this forecast for today. So we've gone with a weather alert day for today across the area. There is a chance that many of you get nothing out of snow. You may see the snow fall, but you don't get anything that sticks and your ground's just wet. So I'm just going to let you know right now, this is not a major winter weather system at all. But for those that actually get the snow to stick a little bit and maybe add up just a little and accumulate, it's going to be a very slushy snow, and that could make things a little bit slick out there. So again, the weather alert day isn't so much for a major weather system. It's mostly for the chance that there might be some slick spots out there, at least on an isolated basis. I think as we get into the afternoon, there's a better chance that this rain will change over to snowfall, but notice it's starting to wind down in the north and west. Still a little bit of snow in central areas that could last through the early evening hours. This could last through about midnight or so in eastern Nebraska. That moves on out. We get some partial clearing tonight. The winds will die down. And then the clouds fill back in tomorrow. We've got a second system. It's weaker for our area. Most of the snow is going to stay to our south across Kansas and Oklahoma. But northern Kansas may get a little bit of that snow there tomorrow. And maybe even into southeast Nebraska tomorrow evening. Right in here, it's kind of your chance of snow for your Friday. Cooler, not quite as windy out there for tomorrow. Or cool and quite not, but not as windy tomorrow. We'll see clearing skies then Friday night into Saturday morning. Saturday, still going to be on the cool side, especially in the northeast. So it'll be chilly out there. Winds are expected to crank up, and we may even get a few flurries or light snow that's going to come in from the north here. We'll have to keep an eye on for Saturday. Again, snowfall amounts. It is more than likely that most of us end out with a trace amount to an inch. There are some isolated models still going higher amounts, 1-2 inches of snow. Some even go a little higher than that. I'm very iffy on that right now because of the temperatures at the surface. It's going to be very hard to overcome those warmer temperatures out there. So more than likely, most of you end out with under an inch, and it's even more likely that a lot of you end out with very little snow at all out of this. But again, if you do get snow accumulation, watch for slick conditions out there and be careful later on today. A second round will come through on Friday in southern areas, but notice just a little bit of light additional snow. I'm not expecting a whole lot of that out of that one either. It's actually probably going to be a bigger deal down here to our south and southwest. Let me back that up there. Let me back up real quick. So this is, this is today, and once I advance this, it's going to jump. The graphic's going to jump back to Nebraska. Oh no, it did work. Okay, there you go. So notice again, that's all tomorrow. So most of the snow tomorrow will stay to our south. Anyway, rainfall amounts. This is rain and then liquid equivalent precipitation, which means snow that you would take and melt off. So this is both of those. Right now, the highest amounts of moisture would be in the southeast. Now, this model's going up to around 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little more. I think 1/4 to a half an inch of moisture is certainly possible here. And then the amounts get lower the farther northwest you go. So a decent moisture maker, especially in southeastern areas. It'll be nice to get something out there for today, even if it's just rain or if it's a little bit of snow out there. It's still good to get some kind of moisture in an area that hasn't had a lot of moisture recently. Highs for today. And some of us have actually gotten up into the mid-40s or were warmer earlier this morning. But daytime highs, upper 30s, lower 40s. Most of us will probably be a little bit cooler than that later today. So here's this morning. And then watch this afternoon as temperatures kind of fall off a little bit later today. That's when the chance of snow actually gets a little bit better, is towards the end of the afternoon and into the evening as those temperatures start to come down. Now, long after the snow is gone, tomorrow morning, temperatures will fall back into the upper teens and low to mid 20s. Highs tomorrow, upper 30s, low 40s. Not exactly cold. It'll be cool, but not exactly cold for this time of the year. A little bit colder Friday night into Saturday morning. We fall back into the mid to upper teens, low to mid 20s. Looking ahead to Saturday, we get a shot of some chillier air over northeastern areas. The highs will only be in the 30s here. Still 40s for a lot of us, and maybe near 50 in southwest areas. Tomorrow, or Saturday night into Sunday morning, could be a colder night actually, down in the teens for a lot, some 20s out west. And then Sunday, kind of starting to see those milder temperatures build back in. We'll see that warmer air build in early next week. So as a look at the long range, again, this is a low end weather alert day. Kind of on the edge of if we should even put one out or not, but since I put it out yesterday, I decided to stick with it. But this is, again, a very minor snow event at best. Not going to be a big deal for most of us. Still a lot of clouds around tomorrow, maybe some flurries on a blustery Saturday. Sunday a little bit better. Monday and Tuesday a whole lot better. Winds pick up on Tuesday as another cold front approaches, though, and then Wednesday will be cooler. We may come back up a little bit on Thursday, and then chillier weather at the end of next week, which could also include the return of a little more wintry weather down the road towards the end of next week. Looking at North Platte, your weather alert day is an even lower end weather alert day than the Tri-Cities. It's not going to be anything significant, but some very minor snow accumulation cannot be ruled out. I think ½ inch or less is where you'd be at right now for North Platte. Cool and breezy tomorrow, a little bit of sun comes out. Could be some flurries on Saturday, a little bit of wind out there as well. Sunday's a lot better. Monday and Tuesday better yet. Then we get a shot of some cooler air on Wednesday. Thursday comes up a bit. And then next Friday and Saturday, even cooler temperatures. And we'll have to watch for maybe a little bit of wintry weather, winter precipitation as we get towards the end of next week and into the following weekend as well. We'll have more details on that as we get a little bit closer. We got to get past this first system today. All right. Well, I want to thank you, everybody, for watching on this Thursday morning. I'll be back with you on Friday morning with all of the latest. Take care and God bless. Bye.